What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to this Crystal Palace preview here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds travel to Selhurst Park for a 12:30 kickoff on Saturday, and we will be starting our watch along right here from 11:30 a.m. So I hope you can join us for that one. If you haven't seen an Anfield Agenda preview before, what I'm going to do is give you my score prediction and start an 11 prediction ahead of the game, asking you guys to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. If you agree, if you disagree, the floor is yours. With regards to a bit of an injury update, unfortunately our worst fears around Joel Matip were realised when Jurgen said that he has an ACL injury and that'll be the end of his season and potentially the end of his career at Liverpool because his contract is up. Now we'll talk about that in more detail in our live show, but other injuries for this one, we've got Alexis McAllister, who picked up some stitches in his knee, so that's going to take a little bit of time to heal. Nothing too dramatic, a few days should do it, but he won't be available for Saturday. Then it's by Cecic, Robbo, and Thiago's the long-term injury concerns, with young Ben Doak out as well, but a hamstring injury. So it's starting to pick up, and it is that time of the year where injuries come thick and fast. But we need to keep focused. We need to grind out results. And with that in mind, let's have a look at the Crystal Palace side of things. Well, Roy Hodgson is under a bit of pressure. The boos were ringing around after they were beaten by Bournemouth recently. And I hope we can add to that misery. Not because of anything against Palace, because we need the points and we have a chance to lay down a marker being the early kickoff of the weekend. If we can win, it could put us top of the league table. So we got to do our part and hope that maybe Arsenal slip up or somebody else drops points and we can be there for Christmas, which would be lovely. So what have I gone for with the score prediction ahead of this one? Well, you guys can see that I have gone for exactly the same result that we got last night at Sheffield United. I have gone for a 2-0 Liverpool victory. It doesn't have to be pretty, but it has to be effective. It has to get done. So I would gladly take a repeat of the Sheffield United game. You know, we got the win, kept a clean sheet. That's good enough for me. So let me know in the comments if you agree or disagree. But now we come to the fun part, the predicted 11. We always start off with a goalkeeper and the centre back, so no change here. We're going to go for Caoimhín Kelleher and of course Ibrahima Konate and Virgil van Dijk. I'm a little bit baffled as to Sky's player ratings, by the way, after the game against Sheffield United. Even though Joel Matip had 20 from 20 challenges and 14 from 14 aerial challenges won, they somehow managed to give him a 5. I don't know how they did that, but I gave him a lot higher in my predictions or in my rating. So yeah, just don't pay attention to that because I don't know where they get these numbers from. I think they just plucked them out of the air. So I'm going to say Ibrahima Konate alongside Virgil van Dijk, probably the strongest combination we have available right now, and I don't see Jurgen changing it. So into the fullback areas now, and I did go for Joe Gomez midweek against Sheffield United in my prediction, and Jurgen proved me right. So what have I done this week? Well, back to what we expect. Trent on the right hand side and Kostas Tsimikas on the left hand side. I'm really pleasantly surprised, by the way, with how decent Kostas has been. He had a little bit of a shaky start after Robbo went out with an injury, but in the last 3 games he's played, I think he's done relatively well. So Kostas on the left and of course Trent Alexander-Arnold on the right, well, until he drifts into midfield. And now we go to the midfield positions. And look, you're all going to ask, has he put Endo in? Is Endo Mania going to be running wild all over Selhurst Park? Of course it is, my friend. You can't drop the man after that performance. So Endo will be in the anchoring role. And of course with Alexis out as well, it makes sense that Endo starts. So Endo in there. What I've gone for is Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch in the other 2 advanced midfield positions. I think that pretty much picks itself, in all honesty. Yes, we aren't seeing the best of Szoboszlai, but he did score a goal, did take it very well, and he has the ability to impact the game. Gravenberch, well, he just feels like he needs to be in any Liverpool starting 11 at this point because, well, he deserves to be, quite frankly. So that's my midfield. Endo in the anchoring role in midfield, Dominic Szoboszlai on the right-hand side, and, of course, Ryan Gravenberch on the left. Now we get to the business end of the pitch. So look, there's been a little bit of critiquing of Mohamed Salah recently. A couple of people saying that they feel that he's fatigued or he's tired. Now nobody thankfully is saying that he finished, because that would be just madness. But a lot of people do think he's a little bit fatigued or tired. I get it, I understand it, but I still had to put him in the team because if Mohamed Salah is fit and available, for me, he's got to play. I hope this is where we see his 200th goal for Liverpool. I think he's about 10 more clear or 10 more away after that one from Billy Little's record, moving up the Liverpool goal scoring chart. So I see Mohamed Salah on the right and Lucho on the left. And look, I don't think most people would disagree with that. Diogo Jota is, of course, out at the moment, albeit I didn't actually mention him at the start, did I, with the injury list? I keep forgetting about poor old Diogo. He is back doing a little bit of running, I believe, so maybe we could have Diogo back a little bit sooner than we expected, which would be a lovely boost ahead of the festive period. So I think it's going to be Lucho on the left and Mohamed Salah on the right. Well, then the big question is going to be the obvious one. Who plays through the centre? I've got to be honest, this was the most difficult selection of the 11 that I've done, because we seen Cody Gakpo get a start last night, and I think that was probably the right decision. But did he earn the keeping of the place for this game? Not too sure about that. Look, he wasn't bad, but I don't really feel like he impacted the game enough for my liking. He was dropping deep at times. I don't know. I just felt like the game passed Cody Gakpo by a little bit against Sheffield United. Darwin came on. You know, did he really light the world on fire? No, but I still think for this game, I'm gonna go with Darwin Núñez through the centre, and I think it's the type of game that we need a bit of a Darwin spark. I was delighted to see that the pigtails were gone and the black boots were back on instead of those pink ones, but for me, I think this is the best 11 that we can put out for this game. Gives us some options from the bench as well. I mean, Harvey Elliott can probably feel a little bit disappointed that he hasn't had more starts recently. Curtis Jones, he came on, and again, I feel like he was a bit meh. The game kind of passed him by a little bit. So, again, just to reiterate, this is the 11 that I think will start for Liverpool. Mr. Creevy and Callagher in goal. Trent Alexander-Arnold at right back. Ibrahim Konate and Virgil van Dijk in your centre-back positions, with Kostas Tsimikas on the left. In midfield, with Turo Endo in the number 6 role. Then Dominic Szoboszlai and Ryan Gravenberch just in behind the front three of Mohamed Salah, Darwin Núñez, and of course Mr. Lucho Diaz. We need to know if you guys agree or disagree, though, so don't forget, the floor is yours. Let me know in the comment section if you would change any of this starting 11, or if you think my score prediction is ridiculous. Again, just a reminder, we have lots and lots of content, folks, coming up over this month here on Anfield Agenda, and of course over on our second channel, Top of the League. If you haven't had a look at Top of the League yet, we really think that you'll enjoy it. There's been some fun moments between myself and Adam over there as well. We're going to be doing plenty of watch-alongs right throughout December, January, and the rest of the season, covering not just the big English games, but the big European games as well, and we'll follow that on with games throughout the Euros and everything. So do check out that channel. It is growing nice and fast, and the views are going up and up as well, which is, again, thanks to your amazing continued support. Here on Anfield Agenda, well, as I said, we'll be starting from 11:30 on Saturday. We'll be taking you through the games we always do, match reaction, player ratings video, and then we'll be over the Top of the League for a massive, massive game between Aston Villa and Arsenal, a game that will have ramifications at the top end of the Premier League table and can hopefully confirm that Liverpool could finish the weekend on top of the league. And let's be honest, that's what we're all here for. So, my friends, thank you for watching. Don't forget to let me know your thoughts. Hit that like button, and most importantly, if you haven't subscribed, please do. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.